You want to say hi to the people? Say good morning. Say good morning, vlog. No, that was it. That was kind of rude. What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. So we are going to do a reading vlog. We're going to spend some days together doing life and reading books, but it is a rainy day in Florida. I am super hungry, so I'm going to Chick-fil-A first, then I'm going to start working. But I want to let you guys know what I'm currently reading. My reading has been all over the place. I am 65% into Heartless Beloved by Lola King. It's the second book in the North Shore series, and I don't know how to feel about this one because I had reading sprints with two of my friends last night, and Tabitha has already completed it. I think she gave it like 4 or 5 stars, and my other friend Kamal, she's reading it, loving it. She's like, it's at a 4.25. And then there was me who was like, this is a 3-star. But I'm holding out judgment, or at least I'm trying to. I don't know, I just think like Beautiful Fiend had so much more action and darkness and grittiness, and Heartless Beloved is kind of like, it's dark-ish to me. Again, it could just all be me because I have been battling with starting books and then losing interest, like really bad. I struggle with that sometimes on a good reading day, good reading month. Everyone's loving the book. There's nothing wrong with the book. It's me. Like, hello, I'm the problem. It's me, Q Taylor. The book is about 2 rival gangs, and they're battling for territory and who's gonna survive, and we're not seeing any of that to me. And then the FMC is from like the good side of North Shore. She's like super rich. She attends like a super expensive college. You know, she's the it girl, but she has like a very dark past. Some things are going on with her. Some things are not as they seem. One thing I will say is like the FMC for me just lets people walk all over her, and like that is my chief complaint. The MMC, I love him. I still wish he had more like rival gang activity, more dark romance elements, but he's super sweet towards her. He's very much like touch her, and even though none of that has really happened yet, there was like one scene, but she is just like a walking Hallmark movie, and I'm like, girl, come on, like, ugh. Tabitha told me like that's part of the charm. You'll see, it's gonna be, there's something that's gonna happen, there's a twist. So I'm patiently waiting for this twist because right now oh, I'm also reading, I will insert a picture because I can't think of the name of the book. Scorn Love, maybe, I don't know. Pictures over here. This is the 3rd book in a Mafia series by Victoria Page. I love this series. This right now is sitting at like a 4-star, 4.5 star. It's Mafia. The FMC gives as good as she gets. There's banter. It's kind of like dislike to love. Like, she is best friends with his sister. He does not like her. He thinks she's like, you know, the typical fashionista, spoiled. No, she basically got into an altercation with these mafia guys who was not part of his mafia, but she was in a different part of town. They came in, they wanted money, and she like was kung fu fighting them, beating them up. Like, this FMC, love her to pieces, and I love their dynamics. Also, she comes from, you could tell she has some past trauma from a previous relationship. That person is in the book, but we don't know, at least I have not gotten to that part yet, to know what happened with that. And he is very much like touch her and what. And I love the fact of how he realized he was developing feelings for her, because at first they knew, okay, we don't like each other. Then it became like sexual tension, so we're gonna like get it out of our system. It's gonna be a one and done. No, it is not a one and done. He is all in, and he's trying to figure out how to tell her he is all in, and she's not believing him, but she still craves that connection with him, and not just sexual, which is what I'm loving. And I can't wait to figure out who is trying to hurt her so I can see him just go postal. Patiently waiting for that. I'm enjoying this. It's 4 stars. I think this is one of the most underrated mafia series out. Like, I don't know why more people are not reading the Victoria Page Mafia romance series. I absolutely love it. I insert pictures of all of the books in this series. I don't know if the series is done because I know right now currently there's 4 books out. We're looking for a good mafia romance, and I feel like it's not that dark, so this could be a good intro to mafia romance. Check out this series. Stop yapping now. I'm gonna go get breakfast, and I will talk to you guys later. So we are back. Chick-fil-A, 10 out of 10. We have a 10-pound fluffy guest who just wants to lay here. Okay, coffee has been made. You're gonna look outside? Okay. This is my office. I have never included this area, I don't believe, in a vlog. If I have, I don't remember it, but this is my office. It's kind of a mess. This is the bookshelf that I always talk about that I need to like fix. And when I say fix, just organize, because there is no kind of order over there. Like, Elsie Silver is probably on 4 different shelves. Series are split up. Yeah, but these are all of my like contemporary small town books. And then the shelf that I always film in front of, which is in my living room, is all of my like dark romance, you know, check all your trigger warnings. This shelf, I would say almost anything on there, you know, a friend could read and I wouldn't be like, oh my gosh, unless, you know, the shelf in the living room, unless I know your taste, I'm like, proceed with caution. Anyway, so before I get started with my work day, I said, let me come back on, because in the beginning, the first clip when I was in the car, I was talking about Heartless Beloved. And no clue if that's really the right name. So I'm going to just say now I may be wrong. You know what? Let me look this up. What is the name of this book? I think it's Heartless Beloved. My heart says, get it? My heart says Heartless Beloved. But what is it really? Dun, 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 dun. Why is this taking so long? I have been noticing that Goodreads, leave me alone, work people. I'm gonna start working shortly. Leave me alone. Heartless Beloved. Okay, I was right. I remember I was saying like how, oh, she doesn't have a backbone, nothing's really happening. Okay, I'm finally kind of getting to a part where secrets are being revealed, true intentions are showing. She still doesn't fully have a backbone yet, but at least she said her rage is showing, and I'm like, girl, show it. Like, yes, let's see you rage out. And one thing about this book is she makes like Taylor Swift song references whenever she's like talking or just in life. That's like her quirky little thing, which is adorable because I love Taylor Swift. But I'm like, can we get some look what you made me do? The old Taylor can't come to the phone right now because she's dead. Like, can we get that? Like, I need Reputation Taylor, because right now Taylor would not be impressed. Anyway, it's still at a 3-star for me. What I've been reading, you know, right now, I would say what I've been reading, maybe it's at a 3.25. I'm still patiently waiting for some action. So with that being said, I'm going to start my work day, listen to the book, and I will come back and give you an update on my thoughts. My goal is to finish this by today. I would love to say by lunch, but work has been working. Plus I have some meetings, so that may be too much of a lofty goal. Also, before I go, because I'm just in a chatty mood, what speed do you listen to your audiobooks on? Now, I know that is a hot topic, and please be nice. My sweet spot is like 2.25 to 2.5. Right now I'm listening to this book at 3 times speed. I can only do that if it's in my ear, like my headphones have to be on for me to listen to it that fast. And yeah, so I was just curious, like, what do you guys listen to your audiobooks, like the speed on? I can't listen to an audiobook on normal speed. Like that's like watching paint dry, or the Visine commercial man talk. Like that, I can't, no. Anyway, I'm done yapping. I'm gonna start working, and I will update you guys later. What's up, guys? I am back with a reading update. It is the next day. For some reason in my mind, I woke up this morning thinking today was Thursday to find out it's really only Wednesday. But we're still going to have a good day. I'm not going to yap too long, but I did want to come on and tell you all that I finished Heartless Beloved, and I'm going to give it 4 stars. So I think I need to go back and actually explain this book a little bit better, because in the previous clips when I was watching them back, I was kind of like, oh, I don't know. I think I said it was like a sweet romance. And I don't want anyone to go into this and think this is a sweet romance. This is a dark romance. Please check your trigger warnings. There are like a page and a half of content warnings. But when I said it's a sweet romance, compared to the first book in this, which is Beautiful Fiend, this is a sweet romance. So in this book, you have Alexandria and Zai. And this is your typical good girl, bad guy. She's from the rich side of town. He's from the less fortunate side of town. He is a member of a gang. She has no idea. They meet and it kind of takes off from there. I will say that the kinks in this is segregation. So if you do not like that, this book will not be for you. It is a 3.5 on the spicy scale, in my humble opinion. This one, the pacing was just slightly off compared to Beautiful Fiend. I wanted more gang activity, and I know that sounds so bad to say, but that was really what I was wanting. Like, I felt like this is very character driven and not a lot of plot. Like, they're together, they shouldn't be together, they're sneaking around, there's secrets, there's lies. And also, she was like a complete doormat for like 80% of this book. And I think that's supposed to be part of the charm, but I don't know. I like my FMCs with a little more backbone, a little more grit. I still ended up giving this 4 stars. I just don't think that this lives up to the first book. It could totally be me, because I have a friend who did not like the first book, but she's loving the second book. I will say, as a Taylor Swift fan, the Swiftie song references in this is hilarious. Like, that's one of her like quirks, and I absolutely loved it. But it was 4 stars. I liked it. I didn't love it. I'm not reading the next book in the series just because I don't like any of those characters. I have not liked any of those characters since the first book. I'm not putting myself through that. I am intrigued to read the last book in this series, but I'm going to take a break from the North Shore. Now I'm going to switch gears and go back to my other audiobook, which is the Victoria page. I believe it's like Score and Love. I'll insert a pic. I'm 50% into that. I'm loving this. This is sitting at a 4 stars. Like I said, I am waiting for everything to unravel, but the dynamics between the FMC and the MMC, I'm absolutely loving. It's banter. It's hate to love. It's I really never hated you. I kind of always had a thing for you. She is a badass FMC. He is like touch her, and there's a lot of take care, because in this book something happens to her and he is like, I have to take care of you. Like, this man who does not really cook is making like this complex soup for her to make her feel better. This mafia man, I don't know, has me in all my feels, and I'm absolutely having a great time. So I'm going to get farther into that. I will probably come back and update you when I'm like 75% in. That's the goal. We're actually going to stick to our goals today. And yeah, I'm going to go to work, and I will talk to you guys later. Okay, I'm back with an update. I know I said I was going to come back at 75%, but nothing had really happened, in my humble opinion, to come back at 75%. So I finished the book, and this is coming in at like a 3.75 that I will round up to a 4. This is my least favorite one in the series, and I just think because for me, even though I love the whole touch her and die vibes, I love the whole take care, man obsessed, as the story progressed, I just did not truly believe their romance anymore. And one thing I will say about this author, I think why I love this series so is it always takes on kind of like a romantic suspense vibe, and the FMC was the star of the show for me in this book. I loved the fact that she was a strong heroine. I love the fact that literally the MMC was in an altercation with a guy, and his bodyguard had to hold her back because she wanted to jump in and save her man. I absolutely love that. I don't know, this one, I think just the plot and the pacing kind of fell short for me. I'm very excited for the next book because we have an assassin, and the FMC is the baby sister of the other two MMCs in the other series. Very excited for that. Another thing that I will say is if you do go into the series reading Victoria Page, also know that she's going to throw in a lot of characters that you don't necessarily know who they are. Unless I am missing something, maybe I'm missing a Mafia series, but when I looked this author up, I did see another series, but I think that is like romantic suspense, maybe ex-military. I don't know. So just know that when you're reading these, you may hear of other characters and you're like, who is that? And I'm still like, who is that? Overall, like I said, this is my least favorite one of the series. I still want everyone to read this Mafia series because it is like popcorn Mafia. Like, and it's very Mafia light. So I feel like if you are new to Mafia romance, you will enjoy this series because it's not hardcore at all. I don't know. It was a good time. I got through another audiobook, and now we need to figure out what am I going to read next. Part of me is thinking read Caught Up by Vanessa Allen. That book came out yesterday, and it is the second book in the Lights Out series. I don't know if that's really the name of the series, but you all know what I'm talking about. Or do I do something light and fluffy? I never really do anything light and fluffy these days, but I have gotten plenty of suggestions. Another book, total side note, I'm in a talkative mood because I'm on my lunch break, and yeah, I needed a break from work. On a total side note, I have been interested in reading Vi Keeland Indiscretion, which is an office romance boss employee. So I may check that out, even though I told myself I'm not buying any more audiobooks because I just bought a ton from the Audible sale. Anyway, I digress. I'm rambling. I'm going to go pick up lunch. I'm going to go pick up my order from Target because I was actually able to get my hands on 2 cans of the cotton candy Alani New. Very excited to try that. And then I will come back on and let you guys know what exactly I ended up starting. Okay, so I'm back home for lunch, and I wanted to let you guys know what I decided to read. I started Caught Up. I'm having a good time with this. I know right now I looked at the reviews, which I normally try not to do, but I was just curious because I'm noticing that people are like, oh, I didn't like it as good as Lights Out, or oh, it's missing something. So far, I'm only 7% in. I'm having a great time. But I need to get back to work, and I'm dragging. So I decided to try the new flavored cotton candy Alani New, and I was like, let's try it on camera for the first time. I have a love-hate relationship with Alani News. For me, most of them are entirely too sweet, but fingers crossed that I find my new favorite, because right now I don't have one. I drink these when I am literally either desperate or I need to pick me up and I don't want coffee. And that is where we're at. It's a little bit of desperation, and it's a little bit of, oddly enough, I don't want coffee. And I don't want coffee because the Nespresso pods that I have, they're not my favorite. But I'm working my way through them, but not enough to drink 2 a day. So anyway, first impressions of the new Alani New cotton candy. Okay, one moment, please. Okay. I love cotton candy. This may be as close as I'm going to get to a favorite. The thing is, when you first drink it, it's like, oh my God, this tastes just like cotton candy. And I'm like 10 out of 10. But when you swallow it, the aftertaste is a little weird. The aftertaste is kind of like gasoline and cotton candy. Maybe I'm being dramatic, but it's the aftertaste for me that's bringing it down. So out of 10, I would say that this is 6.5. But oddly enough, this would probably be the one that I would pick up more than the others, even though you can barely find them right now because they're like, you know, the It's Alani New. I think, yeah, 6.5. I like it. It's not bad. If you like cotton candy, I definitely say give it a try. This one is not as sweet as the other ones, so I'm here for it. But I'm going to wait for this to recharge my soul. I'm going to drink the cotton candy and the chemicals and go back to work. And I will catch up with you guys later. I feel like this is the car chronicle vlog because I feel like every time I turn on the camera, I'm in the car. But I digress. So the Alani New did kick in and I got a jolt of energy that I usually don't have after work. So I was like, you know what, Adrian, let's go do adult things. And the first stop is the post office. I low-key hate coming to the post office, but I needed to mail my friend Tabitha some books that I bought for her at a signing, and I'm only like a month late, or at least like 3 weeks late in doing it because I hate coming to the post office. Nothing against postal workers, you all rock, thank you for doing what you do, but I don't like it. I don't like it. There's always a line. I'm always confused. There's always a line. Anyway, I digress. So I did that, and now I need to go get pet food, figure out my own dinner. As a dog parent, does your dog eat better than you? Because I realize like I spend so much energy trying to get my freaking dog to eat food that half the time I neglect myself and I just end up with a bowl of Frosted Flakes. But I'm gonna try to have an adult dinner today, even though I did have an adult lunch. So there's that. Maybe Frosted Flakes could be dinner. And what else did I need to do? Oh, I need to go to Kohl's because I ordered a Winnie the Pooh mini book bag and today's the last day to pick it up. And so we can't let that go back. Oh, and I have an Amazon return. I have a list of things to do. I have walked you through all the things that I need to do. And hopefully I can get that done in the next hour. And then I can go home and chill and go back to my book. Oh, the book that I changed. So the last time we spoke, I was reading Caught Up by Vanessa Allen. Not that it's a bad book. I was still having a good time. But I don't know. I want something light, fluffy, kind of fun. I'm kind of like just wanting something different. So I decided to pick up Vi Keelan Indiscretion. It is a workplace boss employee romance and I'm having the best time. I have laughed out loud 3 times. I used to love Vi Keelan years ago. It was Vi Keelan and not Penelope Douglas. Penelope, can't think of her last name, but I see the covers. I used to love them as a duo author team, and now I've noticed that they have separated. But Vi Keelan, I don't know why I haven't continued reading her because I am having the best time. So like I said, this is a workplace romance, boss employee. They meet. Their meet cute. Okay, this may be a spoiler, so if you don't want to know that, just, you know, go away for a minute and come back. Okay, are you gone? Okay, so their meet cute literally is they end up in this cabin because they're both there for a wedding. And so the FMC is staying at this cabin, Airbnb, and the MMC, he gets into town in the middle of the night. It's in the middle of nowhere. He goes inside the same Airbnb that they both ended up renting, not knowing. He crawls into bed. There's a woman there. She gives him a black eye, breaks her wrist, all while holding her little 5-pound chihuahua that has no teeth. I don't know, that shit was hilarious to me. That was their meet cute, and I'm loving it. And the audiobook is so good because it is my man Sebastian York. Loving it. We're having a good time. She is definitely a little firecracker. The banter is there. I'm very curious to see how this goes. It feels like it's going to be a workplace romance that starts as a one-night stand because they keep alluding to the fact that you can tell that they are attracted to each other and they both want to, like, you know, have a good smutty weekend and then go back to their lives and not realize that their paths are going to cross and it's going to become workplace boss employee. And I'm here for it. I'm really here for it. I'm enjoying this book. I hope it keeps the level of entertainment and quirkiness and funny banter that it had in the beginning, because I've noticed lately I will be like all hyped for books and I'm like, okay, this is giving me 5-star energy, and then I get to the 50% mark and I'm like, okay, now we're at 4 stars. And nothing's wrong with 4 stars. Like, I've read some really good books that I've really enjoyed, but everything has kind of just been like 3.5, 3.75, 4 stars. I need a 5-star book. And the last 5-star book that I had was Rena Kent, Beautiful Venom. And I want another 5-star. Like, I need another 5-star. So I'm hoping that this is going to be 5 stars. I don't know if it is, but right now it's giving 5-star energy because I'm having a 5-star good time. Again, please note that I rate based on what? One time, vibes. For the people in the back of the church, I rate on vibes. So just putting that out there, because I've been seeing a lot of discord on like Book Talk and Instagram and BookTube about like, oh, you give everything 5 stars, or oh, blah, blah. Listen, don't come to me for like literary masterpieces. Come to me for vibes, because that's what I rate stuff on. All right, I'm gonna stop yapping. I'm gonna go be an adult, drive around in traffic, and hope I don't get rained on. Went to Kohl's, did my Amazon return, and I picked up the cutest bag. Like, isn't this adorable? I'm in love. Yes, I already have a Winnie the Pooh book bag, but I've yet to ever use it. So I need another one. I have a white one, which I will only use on special occasions because it will get dirty. And now I have a blue one for my everyday use when I'm feeling like I want a Winnie the Pooh book bag. Total side note. Don't you hate when you are parked and you're like away from all the cars and there are plenty of spaces available, but you always find that one person who wants to pull up next to you? That is me. That is what just happened, and I do not like vlogging in front of people, but I was like, you know what? I was here first, damn it. So I'm going to finish this clip. Next stop, pet store for pet food, and then I'm going home. I've done enough after work for today. Okay, so a few days have passed, but I'm finally back to update you on my final thoughts of Indiscretion by V. Keeland and close out this reading vlog. So it is Friday. I am so glad that the weekend is here, and the company that I work for, we have summer Fridays. So from Memorial Day to Labor Day, we get off every Friday at 3 o'clock. The office closed, and I am all for it. My weekend has started, but let me give you an update on Indiscretion. So I'm going to put spoiler alert. So if you do not want to be spoiled, I would leave and then come back. I say it's a trigger warning, but it's also kind of a spoiler. Okay, are you gone? Okay, so for the people who stayed, I ended up giving Indiscretion 3 stars, and that is because I don't have many trigger warnings. I really only have one trigger warning, and that is like any kind of death of a character with cancer, or any kind of cancer related things is a trigger for me. I won't go into too much detail on the internet about it, to the reasons of why, but it is. So with that being said, this book, it was slated to be like a 4.5 star, but halfway through, you find out that the MMC's best friend in high school has cancer. And then there's some other parts, because I don't want to ruin the whole book, but there's some other parts where other things kind of collide, and a lot of it is just him coming to terms with that, other people in the book coming to terms with that. Like, cancer is throughout the book, and this book is sort of about grieving, allowing yourself to grieve, and then getting over that process. And I did not know that until probably, I want to say I was like 50% in or 60% in, and I kind of was like, do I DNF it? Do I keep going? 3-star for me, not solely just because of that, but as it kind of progressed, their banter and their relationship to me kind of took a back seat. And then he was battling things, she was battling things. It was a lot of like spicy time, which I didn't have a problem with their spicy time, but I didn't necessarily believe their spicy time. It just, towards the end, it did not work for me. With that being said, if you do want a boss employee banter, emotional, a little bit emotional read, then definitely check this one out. This one just wasn't, I wasn't the target audience. And I wish that would have been like a trigger warning, so then I would have known, okay, this is not going to be for me. Let's do a recap. So we had a 4-star for Heartless Beloved by Lola King. Then I read Scorned Love by Victoria Page. I ended up giving that 4 stars. And then we had Indiscretion by Vi Keeland, and I ended up giving this it's like a 3.5, but I don't feel the need to round up, so I'm just going to give it a 3 stars. Like, it was fine. I don't want anyone to think it's a bad book. I love Vi Keeland, and I do plan on checking out her other stuff because I forgot how much I really liked her, and I finally remembered the author's name. It's Penelope Ward. I really like them as a duo. I like them separate. Vi Keeland also writes mysteries, and I think I read her last one, which was Unraveling, I believe. And I know she has a new one coming out that I will be picking up. So, nothing against the book. It's a solid 3-star for me. You may read it and love it. I know people do love this one. Just I shouldn't have been the target. I wasn't the target audience for that due to my own personal triggers with that. So, that is all that I have for this. Oh, before I go, I wanted to discuss something. Okay, so I do not like water, but I do like sparkling water. So I have been seeing like this thing on TikTok where people are like, oh, dirty sodas. I've never really had one, but I found dirty soda creamer. So of course I had to buy it. So I got this dirty soda creamer and I mixed it with my orange sparkling water. Now, if I actually had a soda for this, which I do plan on getting like an orange soda for this would probably be a 10 out of 10. The water in the creamer, it's not a 10 out of 10, but it's really good for someone who doesn't drink water and needs to add all sorts of things to try to consume more water. So if you're looking for a dirty water, so to say, maybe pick up this and like a flavored sparkling water that would go with orange. And they have lime. The lime, I think they say, is like Dr. Pepper. So maybe like a cherry and lime. I don't know, like a limeade. Yeah, like a lime cherryade. Anyway, I don't know. If you test out this, let me know in the comments. You may think it's gross, but I give it about a 7.5 out of 10. I liked it, and I do plan on trying it with the soda because this literally does remind me of like an orange creamsicle type situation. Anyway, I'm gonna stop rambling and leave you here. I hope you enjoyed the reading vlog. If you've made it to the end of this video and you want to let me know, leave me the orange emoji for our new dirty soda orange creamer. As always, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel to see more content from me. I will catch you guys in my next one. Bye.